To Neville Goddard in his book, The Power of Imagination, he writes, your unconditioned awareness that lies within you is God. The awareness that is present between two successive thought, that silence is the spark of divinity that lies within you. And if you can properly impress a message of freedom in that unconditioned awareness, then God, then source energy, then divinity must give out the thing that you desire. In other words, if you impress the message of freedom from panic attacks in your awareness, in your unconditioned awareness, then you must become free from panic attacks in your three-dimensional world of experience. Because this three-dimensional world of experience, this personal reality of ours, is a Maya, as yogis have called it for thousands of years. Maya means illusion, a magical lie. This external reality of experience of ours, this personal reality is Maya because it is just a projection from our own subconscious mind. And if you can write new programs in your subconscious mind, which are positive, which are wonderful, which are amazing, then suddenly all of your tragic circumstances in your life will start to fall off, and you will be a magnet for wonderful circumstances and events in your life. Right now, you are facing tragic circumstances in your life. Your mental health is degrading. You're having panic attacks and anxiety because you have written bad programs in your subconscious mind. Or even better, or even crueler, is society has written bad programs in your subconscious mind. Because I have to tell you that when a child is born and he is up to the age of 7, his brain is producing theta waves mostly. And this is the time when his family, when his society writes programs in him. He sees the world around him. He learns behaviors from his parents, from his society. He learns the ideas. He learns the belief system. And then he grows up to be the same kind of person like his societal member. This is how society has programmed your subconscious mind. But now is the time to wake up. And now I have just given you a simple line from Neville Goddard's book, The Power of Imagination. And that line, do not forget this line, that your unconditioned awareness is the divinity, is the God within you. And if you can properly impress a message of freedom from panic attacks in that unconditioned awareness, then you must become free from panic attack. Now there is three-step meditation process in order to impress a message of freedom from panic attack in your unconditioned awareness or in the divinity that lies within you. And the first step is Yoga Nidra. In Yoga Nidra, or people like Andrew Huberman have been calling Yoga Nidra as non-sleep deep rest protocol, what happens is you put your awareness all over your body in a very cyclical manner and you achieve a state of relaxation. And your brain will start to create these beautiful coherent alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps your brain to become very creative and very easy. Your brain finds it's really easy to visualize when your brain is producing alpha waves. And when your brain is producing theta waves, all of the visualization will be impressed in the unconditioned awareness. So check out the link in the description box down below where I have linked a video on how to do Yoga Nidra properly. After you do Yoga Nidra, what you're going to do is you start to visualize, you start to create an imaginal act in your mind which signifies the fulfillment of your desire. So start to imagine that you're already free from panic attacks and you're living a life which is amazing and wonderful in all aspects. So provide all the sensory vividness in your imaginal act as well, because that process, that providing all the sensory vividness to the imaginal act, tricks your brain into thinking that whatever you are imagining is actually happening to you in real time. And when that happens, your brain will start to create neural networks, and those neural networks are going to create feelings in your body. So what you're going to do is imagine that you are now seeing wonderful things happening, hearing wonderful things from your friends and family, tasting wonderful things, smelling wonderful things, and touching wonderful things, and doing wonderful things now that you are completely free. For example, you might imagine that you're walking up to a meeting and you're just confident, your breathing rate is really slow. You take your pulse rate and it is just 70 beats per minute. You are cracking jokes in the places that previously used to trigger your anxiety and panic attacks. You're hearing from your friends and family that, oh, John, you're so peaceful and relaxed so fast. How did you manage to become so calm rapidly? You can imagine that your friends and family are complimenting you. Maybe you're avoiding dating, so you start to date a beautiful girl and touch her hair, smell her perfumes, kiss her, and hear her say to you, wow, you're so peaceful and powerful. How did you manage to become so peaceful? And in your imaginal act, you can even teach your friends, family, your girlfriend the secret. The secret is whatever you impress in the unconditioned awareness gets outpictured into the external reality. Maybe you're avoiding coffee right now. Start to smell the aroma of coffee and say to yourself in this imaginal act, finally, I'm free from panic attacks and now I can drink coffee again. How do you feel when you start to imagine all of this wonderful imaginary scenario? You must feel amazing, right? Because these all imaginal acts signifies that you're living a life which is free from panic attacks. And this is the feeling that you must embrace in your body. The more you replay all of this imaginal act in your head, the stronger and stronger your feelings get in your body. You're going to feel amazing, elevated, grateful, empowered, and confident that all of these things, wonderful things, are happening to you in real time, because your brain does not know the difference between what an imagined act is and what a real life experience, or I should say, three-dimensional world experience is. So start to take advantage of this wonderful property of your human brain. And when you're feeling all of these amazing, wonderful, elevated emotions, what happens is your message gets impressed into the unconditioned awareness. Simply by imagining and without feeling all of these elevated emotions, the message will not get impressed in the unconditioned awareness. Only when you couple the imaginal act with elevated feelings, you are going to impress this message strongly in the unconditioned awareness that is God. Then just chill. All of the imagined scenario will start to materialize into your three-dimensional world of experience in the most unexpected manner. You will start to move across a bridge of events after events, and all of your visualization will start to come to life, and you'll just scratch your head. You'll not understand why did you have to suffer so much when life could be so easy. Simply by imagining wonderful things and marrying your imagination with elevated emotions, you can create the life of absolute freedom from panic attacks. So remember, sky's the limit. Once you truly know how to do yoga nidra correctly, visualize correctly, and embrace the emotion of your visualization correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.